Ooh, we got the fall bourbon list coming out for you. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, we almost waited till winter to do it, but figured, better late than never.
Always. Welcome back to another edition of Bourbon Kingdom. I'm David.
And I'm Zach.
And today we are going to talk to you about our best fall bourbons, whiskeys, ryes, cokes, beers.
Don't have the last two.
No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Got 8 of them.
8 of them.
So
Nice.
Most of these are bourbons.
We
see
have 1 rye in there.
2
at
ryes.
least. Oh, 2 ryes.
We have 2 ryes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forget how many we normally do. I feel like 8's normally what we do.
It's a good.
Put in the comments below if you've watched the videos before. I feel like we're always around 8. And hit that like, notifications, subscribe button.
All the good stuff.
So Dave is actually sipping on one of them right now. So am I. I don't know if Dave's had this one or not. Maybe he has. Maybe he hasn't. I don't know. He can see all of them, so I can't tell him if he's had it or not.
I'm not sure what that is. It is.
By the way, we've been drinking high proof stuff the entire day.
Yeah.
High proof bourbon, high proof rye, and I gave him something that's not as quite high proof.
When I smelled it, I was like, I don't think this is high proof.
But yeah. But once you start coating the palate, it starts getting you. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start. So the first one up we're gonna talk about is a Lote. So this has been kind of a popular.
It has.
A very popular craft distillery. I've been trying to get more of them. They've been a little difficult for me to get here locally in the Louisville area. They, I think, just now kind of dropped into our market. This is a batch 3. We actually got this from our buddy Blake. He actually hooked me up with it. So Blake, love you.
Always.
Thank you, buddy.
Blake, thank you.
I have really enjoyed this. I've not sipped a whole bunch of it, but I've also heard that I think they have a toasted one. That's supposed to be really good.
I love toasted.
Again, have not had it.
Yeah.
But
I didn't even get to try this up at Pours in the Park.
no, you haven't. So I guess you can take it home for a little bit and sip on it. I think it's good. I don't know anything about it. I really don't know anything about them in general. I haven't done any homework whatsoever on them.
I feel like K. Luke has come out of the woodwork like 13th Colony has.
Kind of, yes. Yeah. This year's like version of 13th Colony, I think.
Yeah.
To be fair to him. But yeah, overall we really enjoy it. It has a nice little proof. I think this one is it's a 115.9. It's almost 116. But they have a nice little proof. I think they also drink a little bit higher than their proof too. So.
And I'd like to know, like, for those of you all, because like I said, this is new to our area. Like, these are new to our area. So if it's in your all's area, I'd love to know, like, your all's thoughts on it. Just kind of shoot us a message and stuff. Let us know what you think about K-Luke. If you get it in your area, and you can let us know.
For sure.
Yep.
All right, next one. And we have done the reviews for this, but I just want to throw both these up here just because whenever I was sitting there looking at different fall bourbons and ryes I really enjoyed. I was actually sipping on the rye the other day. I was like, man, this thing is like really good.
It's good.
Like, I think it's the second best rye I've had all year.
Yeah.
And the first, and in my opinion, the best rye I've had all year is Parker's Rye. So if you're saying that you're second to a Parker's Rye, that's very impressive.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, so this is the barrel. This is batch 4 of the blended ryes, and then this is batch 35 of the bourbons. The good thing about both these is they tend to have a lot of them, so they tend to be kind of almost everywhere. So these are very findable. They're a little bit more pricey than what some people might want to spend, but I think you're getting an overall better quality of bourbon, and I think these are definitely worth every penny that you'll spend on it.
They are great at blending. Like, they just are.
I would argue that they're the best blenders on the market right now.
Yeah, they are just great at blending. We talk about this, and we've talked about it before. Them blending and Starlight, like, finishing in kooky barrels.
Yeah.
Like, they know how to do it.
I agree.
And so,
1,000%.
like, don't sleep on them. Just because, like, this is, I think these are like $85 or something like that, somewhere in there. I'm not sure what the rye is, but I'm sure it's probably $85 to $100, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Price wise.
Yeah, price wise.
they know how to blend, and so you can trust that like what they've decided to put together. Very rarely have they missed. At least in the year and a half that we've been dealing with them, they hardly ever miss, and so like you can count on what you're getting.
Yeah, I agree. All right, next one. And I don't know if I've ever even talked about this bottle before, but this is a Peerless High Ry bourbon. So
we very rarely talk about Peerless.
We do. I'm not the biggest Peerless fan. Yeah. I do think they have an awesome tour. I think the tour experience is awesome.
Let me go back to Barrel real fast, because Barrel just opened up a new facility too. Just for your all's information, like Barrel just opened a brand new facility.
Yeah.
I think somewhere on Watterson Trail.
Somewhere. Yeah. Towards the airport.
Yeah, I think it's off Watterson Trail.
Out there. So, but going back to Peerless though, I think they do awesome job with the tours. I think they actually really do have a pretty decent selection and amount of some of their single barrel picks that they'll have at the distillery. I can't remember if you can try them or not there. I think at one point in time you couldn't. I think this is like whenever I went forever ago, you couldn't. But I think they've opened that back up to where now you maybe can, but don't hold me to that. If you've been, put in the comments below if you can or can't. That'd be really helpful. But I got one of these, was told that these are pretty solid through and through, and whenever I tried, I was like actually like really, really happy with it. So really enjoyed it. It is a little pricey. It's like 120 bucks, I think 130 bucks. But I think you're getting a really nice quality bourbon. I think it's a really great quality craft bourbon at that as well. So
I've not had it, so I can't speak to it other than they think highly of their stuff, which is good.
They do.
It's sometimes if it's good, it's good.
All right, next one. Have to throw a little rye. We got to make sure we have ryes on this list. It is fall. It is fall. It is fall. We got to have the ryes. Jack Daniel's Bonded. So was really happy with it. I've actually been drinking on it a little bit more here and there. I've actually kind of done some blinds with it. It's actually placed really well in some just like in-home blinds. I thought, I thought it would be like some things pretty easy, but it's actually like doing like really, really well. So I think this is actually a lot better than what I even gave it credit for originally in the review. And I know they're starting to drop everywhere, and I think these will be more of a staple. So I think if you're looking for something that's reasonable, that's available, I think this is much more of a friendlier bourbon drinkers kind of rye.
Yeah, I agree with
that. With that being said,
yeah.
So I would highly recommend picking one of these up.
Yeah, because it's, what is the price of this? $45 maybe?
Something like that?
Yeah, I think it's like 45 because the other ones are like 35, 36.
I think they're all priced around the same.
Are they? So then maybe they are. Maybe that one's about the same price too.
Again, somebody put in the comments below. All right, this one, and this is not something that you can actually pick up, but I want to talk about these kind of in general. With the new Bardstown Bourbon Company are doing single barrel picks. A lot of them have dropped in our area. I've really enjoyed all of them, except for one. Yeah. But this one is awesome. This is the Detroit Whiskey Society one. This was gifted to us from some friends who I absolutely love. Yeah. This is super special, and what I am just growing more and more and more in love with a lot of the Bardstown products that we've had. Yeah. And just really everything that Bardstown Bourbon Company has been doing here lately, I've just been really huge fans of.
I agree with it. This one, when we were up in Detroit, we tried three or four different ones.
I think I tried 6 of them. I think I had a couple more than you. Yeah. And this is still, I've tried every one here locally. This is still the best one.
Yeah. Every one that I've tried, this is still the best one.
And it's the first one. Yeah. I think it's still the first one.
It is the first one. So good work. And I'm super stoked that they're doing single barrels. They're doing barrel picks now, which is awesome.
I agree. Yeah. I think it's awesome. All right. We're just going to go ahead and stick with the old Bardstown Bourbon Company, and we're going to go with Disco 11, which that's what Dave and I are drinking on right now.
I had to guess. I was going to guess Disco 11. Yes.
Were you going to drink or guess that's what we're drinking on? So, look, guys, we've been big fans of this. I think this one's super, super special. I think this one's going to be really good. I think this one, I don't know, I won't say it's better than batch 3 or 4 of Disco, but it might be the one underneath them.
I mean, They really did some good work with this one.
Yes, so this one has a blend, and if you look up the distilleries, it's not really hard to figure it out. But whenever we go to review this, because we will review this,
we'll
at some
say
point
some
in time,
stuff in detail, but
we'll kind of reference what we find whenever we Google stuff.
Yeah.
And kind of what we think it
but
could
13
be.
year, like that's, I mean,
Man, it's crazy. It's like if like another major legacy distillery had another 13-year-old release. That was this year or the last few years.
if they would have done something like that.
If they would have done something like
Yeah.
that. But anyways, I'm a huge fan of it.
Yeah.
And again, once we get the review out, we will talk much more
Big fan.
that kind of stuff in detail.
Oh gosh, this is so good.
I don't know. All right, and the last one, we always try to do something a little fun, a little allocated at the end. Nothing too crazy. Dave wanted to put King Kentucky. I told him no.
That release hasn't come out yet.
That is true. Well, no, actually, they dropped the media thing today.
Okay, so they're not out yet, but they will be out.
Technically,
They're sitting in someone's storehouse.
probably.
Yeah.
This is the new Elijah Craig Barrel Proof Batch C.
Everyone has talked about how good this is. There is no letdown.
They're not wrong.
In that, if you can get this, which technically you should be able to find it,
So
pretty much.
Here's my guess. My guess is that they're just slow rolling this because right now, like this should have flooded our area by now, like how they normally do,
and it hasn't. No.
Now, I noticed Total Wine dropped some more. Liquor Barn finally put some out.
Yeah.
But these have been very, very slow. Like, the only reason I got this was I got this during the Parker's breakfast.
Yeah. I'm surprised they let you get both of them,
Well,
too.
here's the crazy thing. They didn't stick them out on the counter. A little hint. If you're going down to Heaven Hill, they've been putting them out on the counters, but they haven't been putting them behind the counter.
Yeah.
So they'll put them on like the little like shelf over here where you can buy a
Molasses
t-shirt
and-
or like the barbecue sauce or whatever. So look around the shop,
look around.
and that's how you've been able to find them. They just like they'll stick out random.
I still haven't gotten this one, which I'm still on the lookout for. So
yeah, I will say I think eventually we'll all be able to get them. Something I was told.
I think they know how good it is.
Maybe.
And so they're just like, yeah, we'll keep creeping this out.
No, I agree.
Supply and demand, man.
Heard an interesting rumor about this the other day. I don't think I've told you this. I've heard that there's potentially older stuff. Like we're all like excited about this being 13 years, 7 months. I've been told there's like 14 to 15-year-old stuff in there.
It's awesome.
So
it's great.
I agree. Like I think it's awesome.
There's nothing about it that's not great. It's great.
So, and the good thing is, I think just be patient. Hopefully, wherever you're at, you should be able to find something eventually.
Yeah, for sure.
But anyway, so that's our list. Let us know in the comments below what we got right, what we got wrong, and what's some of your favorite stuff you like to be drinking on during the fall, right? Right whenever we start to get a little.
Hopefully
nothing
with pumpkin spice in it.
I don't know. I did have a pumpkin cookie from Crumble the other day. Had chocolate chips and stuff in it. Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
My inner fat kid was pretty happy.
I'm not sure if I want that in my bourbon, though.
Probably pair it like a monster.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably true. All right. Well, till next time.
We'll see you.
We'll see you.